Dale calavera, mira, mira calavera. 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 Dale calavera, mira, mira calavera.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Irma Ruiz of Mind Twist Comedy, and we are here with some awesome lottery cards. All right, we're here with some awesome lottery cards. This is Loteria Comedia. And today, I would like to welcome my very good friend, Mr. John Polar Bear Gonzalez.
Hey, how you doing? I don't know what camera I'm looking at. This is fancy.
This
Hi.
is your camera.
How are you? Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Thank you, John, for being here.
And it's not a Zoom call either. This is great.
I
This
know.
is awesome.
But we have some lottery cards, and we're going to play Loteria. Lottery cards.
Fancy.
We're going to play Loteria, and this is what's going to lead our discussion. So are you ready? Okay, and every time, John, that you... And we're going to play actual Loteria, all right? We're going to see who wins. Whoever wins gets to punch the other person in the face. Just kidding. You're like, oh, no.
I was really hoping I get that punch.
You're so mean. Okay,
I wouldn't
so
punch
what
you.
we're going to do is I'm going to pick a card, and then we're going to play Loteria. Okay, make sure, don't forget to X your deal there. Okay, you ready?
Good.
Ready, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. First one right here. We have El Alacrán, the Scorpion.
Ooh,
Do you have that one?
You got that one.
No.
Number
Oh, yeah, I do have it.
40.
Oh, yeah,
Number
40. El Alacrán. So, guys, if y'all don't know John and, like, where he's actually, he's big right now, like, on TikTok. And it's funny because he does a whole half Mexican, half, white skits.
Half white, half Hispanic. I'm technically Spaniard, so let me throw that out there because there's a bunch of people who get culture appropriation. And
Are you're Spaniard?
Yeah.
Oh.
I got the flag.
Oh, there you go. I didn't know that.
Yeah, my dad's side of the family grew up in South Texas.
Okay,
So
I
it's
actually...
like the Tejano culture.
Right.
Like I grew up, I didn't know I was Spaniard until I was 12. I thought I was half Mexican my whole life. Like I
Wow.
really did.
There
I was
you
like,
go.
what? I remember me and my cousins were talking and we're like, hey grandma, right? We're half Mexican. Like we're not Mexican. No, come here. And like she sat my cousin down and talked to him for like 30 minutes about like our heritage and why we come from Spain and how it's different. And I was like, oh shit.
Well,
But we grew up
Yeah.
in the Mexican culture.
Mhm.
Like it's so fucking crazy and bizarre, like looking back on it.
Yeah.
Because it's like I relate to the Mexican culture. I don't even know what a Spaniard culture is. Like,
Yeah.
you know how like that's so crazy. Like I know the bulls and the
Mhm.
I'm a disgrace to the Spaniard, I'm sorry, but I got the tattoo. That
That's
kinda,
about it.
evens me out, but I know more of the Mexican
So have you
culture than anything.
actually had your DNA tested?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
I'm majority Mediterranean, which is the Spaniard blood.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also like 18% Southwest Asian.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Southwest Asian.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then 16% Cherokee.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you're trying to avoid me from taking my shot.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you get a card, you get to take a shot. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Like, do you remember, like, maybe, like, getting bullied in school? Is there anybody that you could go back to and be like, hey, what now? You ever think about that?
Probably girls who put me in the friend zone a lot. Like I was always put. No, well, that's different. I was just always put in the friend zone, like and just by whores. I mean, they turn into friend whores, I guess, but like take them out to dinner and like they let you walk that line first, and they're like, see more of a friend. Like, well, bitch, you could have told me this before I spent $80 on a steak dinner and took us out for drinks and oh, you're like a brother to me. Get the fuck away.
Get the hell away.
Now they call me, right? They hit me up on Messenger or Snapchat like, hey, you're never gonna you're never gonna guess what my daughter came up and showed me. She saw you on TikTok. She follows you on TikTok. Can we FaceTime? Like, and I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. 'Cause I'm not a dick. I'm refuse to be a dick and make my past make me a dick.
I'm just kidding.
So I'm just like, yeah, we can FaceTime, and I'll FaceTime with the kids, and then if they try and like do small talk, I'm like, no, I'm good.
That kind of reminds me when you were talking about like dating girls and you know, the whole $80 dinner, and they're just like, oh, you're like my brother. Oh, I think as a man, that would probably piss me off too. Okay, you ready for the next card, John?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Just outgrowing something.
So something
like,
I've outgrown.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. Basically, this is actually recent. I've been really more stronger on like self-discipline and getting more into a routine and being more like about my shit. And I think I've outgrown, because what I used to do in the past is I'd always run away from shit, or like if there was a problem, be like, oh, whatever, I'll just put that back
deal with it
here
later.
and keep moving on. I'm not going to let it affect me. But lately, I've been kind of seeing different issues of like with myself, and like I run straight after them, and I start like reading books, and I start researching, and I start like looking into it more and more to where I can actually kind of get a better understanding and figure out how to fix it. Recently, it was the friend zone, Mr. Nice Guy thing.
Right.
Like
You're like, no more of that.
Yeah, because it was something I buried away like a long time ago. You know, I was like, whatever, and I just started doing comedy. I didn't really care about dating or anything. And then I was like, you know what, I got to really dig into this shit. And then I figured out, like, a lot of shit about it, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, I'm not a dick by any means, but I was basically putting others' needs before me, and I would feel selfish if I didn't return a text, like, right away, and I would never...
I know, I've seen, like, people, like, just post, and there you are, liking everything, responding to everybody. I'm like, oh, my God, where do you get all this time?
So it helps me like in the business.
Be a really long dump.
Sometimes it is. I'm gonna have to fucking get like hemorrhoids or some shit later in life or something. But yeah. Like now I'll respond to them, but I wait till like the end of the night. But this is more like even texting girls or like talking to girls, you know. I've always put them before me or my needs. Like, oh, what? You want to hang out tonight? No, it's cool. I'll reschedule what I'm doing today. Now it's like, I can't. Yeah. I have this day available if you want to chill.
Yeah, and you're very dedicated. You're very organized. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Sometimes I look, I'm like, God, look at that. He wakes up so early. You know?
5 a.m.s.
That's
only times I don't do is like when I have a show today.
Yeah.
You know, but
that's amazing. I need to work on my shit. You know, that's very inspiring.
Something I just started doing this year. Like recently.
Yeah.
I took myself through the Hell Week and I had the blood blister on my foot and I
Get a what?
A blood blister. I hiked. So basically, what I did is I took myself through like a Hell Week, and not like by any means like the Navy SEALs or anything, because that's just ridiculous.
And you just went by yourself.
But yeah, and I put myself through like the most uncomfortable shit. Waking up in the morning, going to work out, and I would go hiking, and I would hike until I was tired and wanted to go in, and then I would add 3 or 4 miles on top of that. So I think the first day I hiked 6 miles, the next day 8 miles.
But like out in the wilderness?
The next day 7 miles, and the final day was 10 miles. And that's when I got the blood blister on my foot, and I couldn't walk.
Now, why did you do that again?
Because I wanted to get out of my mind, because my mind was always controlling me and like, hey, this is uncomfortable, let's go inside. It's just really soft, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I wanted to, like, David Goggins, I don't know if you ever heard of him, he's like an ex-Navy SEAL. He's really big on putting calluses on your mind. And that's what I've been doing lately. It's like, if anything I don't feel comfortable doing, I just like dive headfirst into that motherfucker. Like, all right, let's go. Yeah. Let's figure this out. And it's really helped me a lot. Yeah. Like, when I did the 10 miles, 8.5 miles, I was starting to kind of like see like streamers in the side of my eyes, and I was like, what the hell am I doing? Why am I out here? I didn't bring enough water. This is dumb. What if I pass out? Who's going to find me? I really started getting in my head, and my like heart started to beat, and I started getting really anxious. And then I was also got really big into meditation, and so I kind of like...
So this is all kind of recent.
Like, nice. I think this was 2 or 3 months ago. And so like, in the middle of the woods, I stopped walking. I kind of like closed my eyes. I took some deep breaths.
Oh, but I think you posted some of these videos you posted a video on TikTok. You found something in the woods, didn't you?
The turtle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to put him back one with nature. Those ants were like really getting him. I felt sorry for the guy. Here you go, buddy. That's all you, man. That is all you. Yeah, there you go. Hell yeah, dude. You're free, man. Get those ants off you. I did my good deeds. Oh my God! Not playing. Okay, I was around the same time. That wasn't that day though. But you know, the beautiful thing that I found out is even though I was in pain. So basically, I kind of closed my eyes and I was getting really close to God at that time. And I kind of felt like a calmness come over me, and I started saying, "Don't stress. God is with you. God is with you." And like all the pain left my body.
Yeah.
And I was walking like in a stride, like normal.
Yeah.
And then like probably like a half mile or a mile later, it came back, and I was like limping, and I was like limping to the front. And even though I was limping to the front, I was walking like by people because I was getting like closer to the front of it, and I was making people laugh, even though I was in pain. And it was a beautiful thing because I was like, I'm here in fucking pain, limping,
and people are still,
and I'm still worried about other people's, mood and making them laugh. Like I came up on these, there was 2 dudes and a chick, and I looked at them and I thought they had their mask on. So like I grabbed my mask and I put it on.
Yeah.
And like I go up and I walk on them and I see that they don't have their mask on, and I'm like, oh fuck. And so I pull it off, and I turn and I'm like, hey, I was like, I thought y'all had your mask on, so I put mine on. I'm not a pussy or anything.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? They just started laughing. I was like, I'm just fucking with y'all, dude. Have a good time.
All right, here we go. Next card. So, have you met somebody that you felt was like, oh, freaking awesome, and then you met them and you were like, ugh, like you're very disappointed?
I don't know if I would say that I met anybody. I've heard stories of people.
And you don't have to give me names.
Well, I've heard stories of people that were like other people have met, and that I like grew up watching. I'm like, oh, that's fucking unfortunate. This might get me into beef with the comedy world. I met.
Well, we can beep it out. We can beep whatever you like out. Well, there's a lot of.
Seems cool on the surface, but deep down.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of people know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but I've heard.
Yeah. It's just. I always wondered, like, did they really still jokes?
Yeah. Okay, next card. Here we go. Oh my God, what is going on? This is rigged. I think it's your Spanish blood doing something here.
It's my white privilege.
I think so. Your Spanish blood. Hey, when you were a kid, did you ever have a treehouse?
No, I always wanted one. And my dad always said that he was going to build one, but he never fucking did. I was like my dad.
Your dad's
like,
a Mexican one, right?
Yeah.
Your mom,
Yeah. Broken promises.
That's why.
He'd always like. I remember watching TGIF with my family.
He built the doghouse before he built your treehouse.
He just bought a fucking doghouse. And he was in construction. Come on, Dad. The fuck? You could easily build it. Like, you built buildings downtown. You can build a fucking treehouse. But he was always the one that was like, we'd be watching TGIF, and like the Disney commercial would come on, and it'd be like a family pack vacation getaway. He'd be like, "This is our year, boys." Like, it was never. I still haven't been to fucking Disneyland, Disney World. Yeah, never. Thanks, Dad. Fucking interviews over.
I almost want to take you now.
You should.
I'm gonna tell Lala right now and be like, John's never been to Disney World.
I want my fucking Disney years.
I almost feel like crying. I'm so fucking lame.
I could go like when I'm 45 and like give like a big hug to Mickey. I'll give a big hug to Mickey. Like it's been sitting in my heart since I was like 8 years old.
I cannot believe you have not been to Disney World.
Yeah. Well, there goes the privilege out the fucking window. Next card, please.
We're gonna get you some gigs out there, and while we're out there, we're taking you to Disney World. I will fucking pay for your ticket to go in.
Take that, Dad.
Yeah.
I love you. All right, let's keep going.
Okay, let's keep going. Next time, ladies and gentlemen. Next time. Okay, next card.
Yeah,
Oh, you have it? What the hell? Oh my God, I'm so glad we're not at the casino because I would be losing.
You got one. I got four.
I got one. You have to take another shot. You're gonna get drunk. I think I'm gonna have to drive you. Or my cameraman, aka editing guy, aka they had him working the booth at LOL the other night.
You know why I'm good? Because I did Thirsty Thursdays for a while.
Oh my
My
God.
tolerance is up. Give me a bagel. I'm great. I'm gravy train. There it is.
Do it. Cheers. Are you doing your podcast anymore? I haven't. You.
No.
Because I know you got a little sick with, because this guy started eating freaking the hot peppers.
That was
what
the
are they called?
hot ones challenge.
Yeah.
No, that was Israel and did the Ghost Reaper.
But you did a few also.
I did the hot ones challenge where you had to go from like mild all the way to like super hot, and I threw up on the 9th one.
Oh man, that sounds
Wait,
awesome.
on screen? On live?
I ran to the bathroom, but you hear me. Like, you can hear like.
Oh my god.
And my dad was worried sick.
Yeah.
Calling and calling. Like,
Oh,
I never got to take him to Disney World. Don't die.
Oh my god. Yeah, so you stopped for a while and then you did it like once or twice again.
Yeah, recently I did a Thirsty Thursday. I stopped doing the challenges because the challenges, like, I did one challenge. It was the smoothie challenge.
Yeah.
And then I think the smoothie challenge
Are you still doing
was,
the Plinko thing?
I'm just going back to the.
That was so fun.
It was, but that's what took me out.
But what
it
else?
It was a smoothie challenge, and the smoothie challenge was 2 hot dogs, water, raspberries, and a banana. Yeah, and I drank that and puked like. I mean, the bag was probably like 3 or 4 pounds of puke.
Oh.
And like the next day, my esophagus was really sore, and I was like, I can't do this.
You're like, nah, it's not.
I'm mid-30s. I'm good.
Next. Okay, guys, here we go. Next card. Let's see who's gonna win this Loteria. We got.
El Cotoro.
El Cotoro, the parrot. Somebody who talks shit all the time. But you kind
and I even have people like, hey, you did so and so said that. Like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, like
I don't care.
And like everybody like that I know already knows. Like I've had actually people call me and be like, hey, you know, so and so. I'm like, I appreciate you telling me, but why are you telling me? Think about like.
It's dumb. It's not.
Like
it's not
what
worth
is the purpose?
Nothing.
You know, and then like I also feel like if this person told you this in confidence, maybe they just had a little like a little bit of maybe they were on their period or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't have to just keep it to yourself. It's all right. Just stop it at that. I don't have to know anything.
Somebody else's opinions will never affect me paying my bills and eating.
Exactly. El pájaro, the bird. And no, I want to know about your MySpace story. Tell it.
It's rough.
I know. Tell us.
But I don't want to throw her business out there like that.
Well, you don't have to say her name.
I should.
You don't have to say her name.
We can bleep anything that's like actually bad.
You know, I don't give a shit.
And
don't bleep nothing.
But don't say her name.
I won't say her name.
We can bleep names.
I won't say her name. Basically, it was a traumatizing experience for me.
Why?
Super traumatizing.
Okay, so for those of y'all that are just tuning in, John is telling us about how he lost his virginity via MySpace.
From MySpace to my place, as they say.
So
yeah. Went to her house, and I had always, first of all, I was a late bloomer, 20 years old, and I had always wanted to like have my first time be special, and I just got tired of it because my friends always made fun of me, and they were always like, hey, John, you know when you're fucking a girl and you got her from behind and you're hitting it, you're like, oh wait, you're a virgin, that's right. Hey, Zach, like, oh man, fuck y'all. You know, they would always fuck with me. And so finally I was like, I don't care, I just want to have sex. I don't care. I just want to, I want to get it off, and I just not want to be a virgin anymore. 40-year-old virgin that just came out, I was like scared that I was going to be that, you know? It's like I'm halfway there, fuck. And so I just met up with this chick. We were watching How High, we smoked. One thing led to another. We ended up
wait, did you know her, or it was like a hookup?
It was like a hookup. Just fucking get this shit out the way. One thing led to another. We ended up having sex. When it got done, I was like, okay, well that's what that's like. She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, sex. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, that was my first time having sex. She's like, no, it wasn't. I was like, no, I'm serious. And she's like, no, it wasn't. You knew, like, you were too experienced. Like, well, I've seen porn, you know, like I know what to do.
I know the thrust.
And she got serious. She's like, oh my god, oh my god. And I was like, what? She's like, oh my god. She went like that. Like she put her head in her hand, and I was like, what? And she was like, oh. She's like, I didn't know you were a virgin. I was like, what does it matter? And she was like, John, I have genital herpes. And I was like, excuse me? And she's like, I have genital herpes. Like, are you fucking kidding me? And she was like, no, but you should be fine. We wore condom. I don't have an outbreak. You should be fine. I was like, what the fuck does that matter? Like, why wouldn't you tell me this in the beginning? Because I'm a virgin, now you want to tell me after the fact? Like,
Well, because before, she could have just said, no, it was somebody else. But now, you know it was her.
See? I never thought of that. Makes sense.
I think like a woman.
Makes sense.
So then?
So
Did you get the herpes?
No. Thank God. Are you kidding me? No.
But you must have been so worried.
I was, and this was back when they couldn't do blood tests for herpes. So I went to Planned Parenthood, and they were like, well, we can't do anything.
Unless
if
you have an outbreak.
Yeah, if you have an outbreak, come in, we'll swab it, and
I mean,
get
I don't know how I
tested.
know that.
And so they gave me a card to look into it, and it was like, it could pop up and it could take up to 7 years before an outbreak happens. So for like those 7 years, I was fucked. Like my mind was the shit. Like I think that's why I'm so
every girl
big.
after that for 7 years, you said, 6 years ago I had sex with a girl who might have had genital herpes.
I just didn't have a lot of sex because I was always in my head.
Yeah.
Like I was like, you're not gonna fuck her, dude. You got herpes. You know, like I was already like submitted to it. You know, like okay, herpy dick. Like I would talk shit to myself in my head.
Oh my god.
And it was like, it was horrible for my fucking confidence.
Yes,
you know?
of course.
And on year 7 or 6.5, I had something pop up down there, but it was like in the crotch region. I thought it was an ingrown hair, and I popped it, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then something else popped up, the same thing. I was like,
oh no.
This is year 7. This is it. And I was nervous, and I was scared. My heart dropped to my ass. And then I went to the dermatologist.
Oh my god.
And I told her, I was like, I think I have herpes. She's like, you probably don't have herpes. She's like, pull your pants down. And I was like, huh? And she's like, 95% of the people who come in think they have herpes, they don't. Let me see. And I was like, okay. And I pulled it down. She's like, nah, it's molluscum.
What is molluscum?
Like, okay. And she's like, molluscum's more of like a rash. She's like, basically you get it from having sex with multiple partners. And I was like, but I don't. I've only had sex with one chick like in the past year or two. She's like, well, then that girl has had sex with multiple partners. I was like, oh, cool, badass, nice. Glad I took her out to fucking dinner. Lord,
Was that $80 fucking steak?
it's one of them. I guess I'll take this shot now.
You know what? Fuck that shit. I'm gonna take a shot with you too.
So yeah.
Oh, John,
That
I fucking love that. Let me see. Oh my god, that.
Yep, that's how I lost my virginity.
I don't even remember what I
Traumatizing. Traumatizing shit, man.
Okay, guys, next card. Here we go. La Rana!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Okay, so La Rana means like I was saying, all these cards have like different meanings to them, and so this one actually represents the element of surprise. So, like John, has there been anything that like maybe happened like at a show that was like kind of shocking, or something that you did, or maybe like an audience member or something?
There was something that was like the shocker, actually. So, do you know John Stringer, of course?
Yes.
You know, have you ever seen his shirts?
No.
The shocker turkey?
No. The
So,
shocker turkey?
Yeah, so you know, like back in school, you used to like trace your hand.
Oh,
with
yeah,
his
yeah,
turkeys?
yeah.
Well, his is like this, and it's like the shocker turkey, you know, because it's the one with the pink, two in the stink. Well, my cousin, she's actually going to be at the show tonight. She went and she brought all of her family, and she was like, "Oh, well, that's nice. Those are just like really nice Thanksgiving shirts that we could all wear to Thanksgiving." And so she goes to this merch table and she buys like 5 or 6 shirts, all sizes for like her husband, and her 3 boys. And like probably her boy's like daughter, like girlfriend or whatever, right?
Okay, and so for those of you that don't understand, give them the signal again.
The shocker is this. Basically, it's 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. Figure it out. Figure it
2
out.
in the
2 in the pink,
1 in the stink.
stink.
Okay,
Yes.
and a lady just bought these for her whole family.
For her family to wear at Thanksgiving dinner. And so she buys all the shirts. She goes back. She gives them to her husband and her boys. And, of course, they're dying because she has no idea what it is. And she finds out, and she comes back up to John, and she tells Stringer, she's like, I just want you to know that I found out what that meant, and I don't appreciate that. She was like, I was going to have my family wear it to our family function. And
Oh my God, that must have been like, oh
it was
my
a
God.
shocker for sure. So
That's crazy.
yeah,
Oh
Stringer
my
started
God.
putting it in when he was pitching his shirt ideas. So I was like, you're welcome for that. My cousin helped you out.
Okay, let's see who's gonna win Loteria. La muerte. Monumental change. Oh, let me think. Some monumental.
I've had
Like
a
this
lot
is-
of
No, you know-
dreams about death.
That's really.
Yeah.
But death doesn't. It doesn't mean. El muerte. This card doesn't really represent death. I think it means the death of not a person, but a death of like an idea.
The death of a nice
And the
guy.
birth of another one. Like what did you
The
say?
death of a
man?
nice guy.
The death of a nice guy. No,
Nice.
I don't need you to be an asshole.
Do you not know what nice guy means?
No, I don't think she does.
Oh my God, she doesn't know.
Nice guy?
It's so weird.
Nice guy.
What is nice guy? Just
A nice guy is a fucking pansy who lets women walk all over.
well, that's what
him.
I was saying. But but you still have to be nice. Just don't
I'm
let
saying
people
nice
walk
guys-
all
that's
over
actually-
you. Don't turn into an asshole.
Nice guys. A lot of nice guys are narcissistic.
Yeah,
They don't
that's
even
what I was
know.
gonna say. A lot
Yeah.
of nice guys aren't actually nice.
Yeah.
Like that's
They're
the whole
incels.
gimmick.
They
That's
give them presents with a hope of them returning
That's an
a
incel.
present. There it
There
is.
you go. I'm
Laid
telling
out
you.
for you.
I'm telling you.
Alpha male, but still a gentleman.
Yes, absolutely.
Nice guys are fucking pansies. Who let girls
My
walk all
husband
over
and I have
them
been married for 10 years, and he will still open the car door for me.
Hello.
Yes, he's awesome. He's awesome.
great.
But he's not like he's not a pansy. He doesn't let people walk all over. So you know what? Yes, I
Yes.
love that.
Yes.
I
Death
love
of
it.
the nice guy.
So death of the nice guy. You were
A respectable
reborn
guy.
gentleman.
Alpha male.
Here we go. Next card, guys. El paraguas. The card of protection.
Yeah, it's
No,
different for
about
the guy.
protection. Oh, the other day I was at a venue, and one of the comedians took a girl. She called one of my comedian friends a bitch.
You know the funny thing about
But the
bitches
thing- the
is
thing-
the sneak uppercut, bitch. Boom.
The
No, I don't promote women violence against women
Yes.
unless they call you
or
a
against
bitch.
anybody. No, but I like inside I was like.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something, but I was like, no, this man's an adult, and if he's allowing her to call him a bitch,
Nice
well,
guy.
maybe he likes he's a nice guy.
Nice guy. Maybe you are a bitch.
I was like, well, that's
You're a
what
nice
you get.
bitch.
That's what you get, you stupid bitch. Just kidding. Anyways, next card. Okay, next card. Here we go. We have El Sandia. Oh, did you win with that one?
I did.
No, you didn't.
What are you talking about? Boom.
Where?
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
boom.
yes, you
La
did.
Sandia.
La Sandia.
That's right. Loteria!
Loteria
That's
comedia.
right. That's
Loteria comedia.
Where are my beans at?
Where
Let me
your
put my
beans
beans
at?
down.
Where your beans at? Awesome. Okay, well, you still have to take another little shot for that. Awesome prosperity. You will be prosperous.
Let's do that again. I didn't like it. No, I still don't like it. Come on, we need to... No, you're missing this one. There it is. Yes. That's it.
Oh, the card of prosperity.
I'm a prosperous
Did you
man.
know that these cards actually had meaning?
Mm-mm.
I didn't either.
Not till a day.
So the card of prosperity, you know, and this is, I mean,
It's a good one to
in
end on.
total, exactly, because tonight we are here in San Antonio, Texas, and John has a show at the LOL/Improv Comedy Club. Yeah, prosperous right there. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, John, so we're gonna go ahead and end this up. Please tell everybody where they can find you again, please.
Again, Polar Bear Comedy on YouTube or Facebook. The Polar Bear Comedy on Instagram and TikTok. Or you can look me up if you want to follow my personal profile, John Gonzalez. JONGONZALEZ. Look me up. fuck with your boy or mess with your boy. And yeah.
And he's not nice anymore. So,
That's right.
You know, fuck him.
Would a nice guy do that?
Yeah.
Huh? Would he do this? Would he just grab this and just throw it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Can't push me over. Don't need it. Don't want